Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Healing Circle number 38. I know we had a special guest today, Peter Kelly. Peter the Healer. .com is how you can find him. And he was having some computer problems, so we'll get him back on the show another time. So what I would like to do is just bend over and pick up a piece of paper here because, like I said, I wasn't prepared to do the show. And that's okay because, you know, one of the things that, you know, we talk about all the time is allowing yourself to go with the flow, because sometimes glitches happen. And sure, we can get really angry and frustrated over it, but you know, if you get angry and frustrated over it, you're just going to create more havoc. So I just learned to take a few breaths and say, okay, well, what is to be will be. I just got back from a really great road trip down in New Jersey, doing my I Am That You Were Meant to Be. And then that was Friday. Saturday, I did a channeling, and I did a whole bunch of personal, private healings. And everything went so well that when I go back in 2 weeks, on November 8th, where I'm doing a group healing, and I'm taking everybody on 2 journeys, and that is at the Garden of Healing Yoga and Wellness Center in New Brunswick on October 8th. And I don't have an exact time, but I know it's on my flyer, so I'll make sure I get that out to you next week. Because yesterday I spent the whole day sleeping, so I'm still recoup and get back on track from my trip. As a result of last week's class, I have been asked to do my Sacred Space class, which I will be doing in Colonia, New Jersey, and I have not confirmed the time with my host, so as soon as I have that, I will let you know, because that's coming up in 2 weeks. And let's see, because the I Am class was so successful, Gaia's Gifts in Washington, New Jersey has asked me if I would come there on Friday night, November 6th, and do my I Am That You Were Meant to Be class. So that's going to be really exciting, and I'll be working on that flyer today, so that will be up and going out shortly. Anyway, I think that everybody's been going through a lot of stuff, and I know I have, in a lot of good things and some tests. Whoa. That went flying, huh? Anyway, there's a lot of purging right now with, you know, there's 6 months of this intense purging going on with personal relationship, which means relationship with yourself, and also with others. And others could be lovers, friends, family, co-workers, bosses. You know, it's time for everybody to purge their stuff so that we can all be at peace. So anyway, let's smudge. Everybody smudging. Smudging myself. I smudged a lot yesterday. And smudged my house too because of being gone. So, because you know, when you go away and you're out and about and you're around lots of different energies, and I'm not talking just people, but you know, energies of, you know, places that you stop, stores you go into, pick up energy. And that's why my Sacred Space and self-protection class is a great class. Anyway, so let's get started with the cards. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women. Blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for our sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. And I met a lot of amazing, amazing people too on this trip. Hail Mary, full of grace. The Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women. Blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for our sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women. Blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for our sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. And we're ready to pick that top card. Ooh, the top card is God. This will be interesting to see what it says. I step out of the way. Oh, isn't this so cool? I step out of the way and surrender my need for control in order to make room for God's healing love to flow through me and to this situation. Here, let me show you the card. How many people try to control a situation or a conversation or another person or circumstances? And what I have personally learned is you can try and control it all you want, but the universe is always going to take over. Plus your subconscious mind, because remember, when your subconscious mind controls what you manifest 97%. So that means your conscious mind is only manifesting 3%. So you want to work on that subconscious. You know, it's really interesting because I had a few experiences recently, actually in the last couple months, with experiences of people trying to control me and control certain parts of my day, and not in a healthy way. And well, and no control is healthy anyway. And I saw it for what it was, and I was able to stand my ground. I was able to be assertive when I needed to be, and whether how it was received would be those people's stuff, but my intentions were always to be assertive as lovingly as I can, so that I can honor myself and my boundaries, yet still remain respectful. And that's just me, because that's what I try to practice to do. So I'm a little thrown off because I had another show planned, and that's okay, you know. It's just that normally before I do my show, when I'm coming on by myself, I spend a half hour in meditation. And I didn't get to do that this morning because I was trying to straighten out those computer glitches that was preventing Peter from getting on. But that's okay, because I'm sure, I know that the divine is going to take control, and I'm going to turn it over to them. So, what do you say we do a meditation for releasing all resistances so that you can let go of the control? Remember, you only have control over your physical body and what you think and say. You have no control over what the universe has planned, and you have no control over how another human being is going to react or respond. So take a nice big cleansing breath. And as you exhale, allow yourself to be comfortable in your position. If you're able to close your eyes, please close your eyes so that you can really just be present. I find that when I close my eyes, It's easier for me to be present when I'm doing something like this because then I don't have the distractions of anything around me, my paintings. Let's invite all the Ascended Masters. Let's invite the great chiefs. And let's invite the angelic realm and the grandmothers of the four directions. White Buffalo. Buffalo, one of the Ascended Masters. Okay, let's go into the chakras and let's release all those resistances with control. In your next breath, breathe in pure energy and exhale into your Earth Star. Let go of the resistance of control. Breathe in refined energy. Exhale into your Earth Star. Let go of the resistance. Breathe in refined energy. Exhale into your feet chakras. Let go of the resistance of control, so you can walk along your path with ease. Breathe in pure refined energy. Exhale into your root chakra. Let go of the resistance to control. Breathe in pure refined energy. Exhale into your sacral. Let go of the resistance to control. Breathe in pure refined energy. Exhale into your navel. You know, we can't control family or our children. Let go of that resistance. Breathe in refined energy. Exhale into your solar plexus. Let go of all that emotional resistance that locks you into controlling things. Let go. Let's do that one again. Breathe in refined energy. Exhale into your solar plexus. Let all that control, resistance release. Breathe in pure refined energy. Exhale deep into your heart. And as you exhale, let it expand through all 7 hearts. Let go of the resistance. Breathe in pure refined energy. Exhale into your throat chakra. Release the restrictions to control through your voice. Breathe in refined energy. Exhale into the center of your head. Let go of the resistance. Breathe in refined energy. exhale into the center of your head. Let go of the resistance. Breathe in refined energy. Exhale into your crown chakra. Breathe in refined energy. Exhale into your ba. Let go of all the resistance from all those lifetimes when you resisted and it felt you had to try and control everything. Let it go with each breath. Breathe in pure refined energy. Exhale into your monad. Hone kuna, hone ke, hone ka, hone. Hone nane kone, hana nane ke. Hone nikuche, hana nikune. In your next breath, breathe in your power that you gave away. All those times when you struggled with controlling things, breathe in your power and exhale into your Earth Star. Breathe in your power and exhale into your feet chakras. Breathe in your power and exhale into your root chakra. Breathe in your power, exhale into your sacral, breathing all your power back. Breathe in all your power, exhale into your navel. Breathe in all your power, exhale into your solar plexus. Breathe in all your power, exhale into your heart chakra. And as you exhale, fill all 7 hearts with your power. Breathe in all your power. Exhale into your throat chakra. Empower your voice, your throat, with your personal power. Breathe in all your power. Exhale into your crown chakra. Take your power back. Breathe in your power and exhale into your Ba chakra. Taking your power back in all lifetimes. Breathe in all your power and exhale into your monad. You should be feeling pretty good there. I'm just going to put my drum down. So I haven't had a chance to look at all the astrology happenings, but what I can tell you is, besides the relationship stuff going on, there's some awesome opportunities coming up this weekend and next week with the planets. So start thinking about what you want to manifest, what you want to create, the changes that you want to make in your life. Make a list every morning while you're having your coffee or tea. Instead of going on Facebook, or take 5 minutes and make a list. What makes you happy? And list all those things that make you happy. And how do they make you feel happy? And then go on from there. What are you doing that day? Are you going out with a friend? Are you going to work? Are you shopping? Write a few things of how your day is going to go. If you're going to work, write down that everybody comes into work today happy and cheerful and cooperative and ready to work as a team. And if you're going to go out with a friend, let's say you're spending the day with a friend, you can take a few minutes and you can write, I'm going to lunch today, and so at this time we're going to have the best delicious meal, the best conversations, we're going to do a lot of laughing. Maybe after that you're going for a walk or to a museum or to a show or to the mall, whatever it is. And then when we go, let's say, for our hike, we see so many amazing things, and the fall colors are so beautiful if you have fall foliage where you live. And if not, I'm sure there's beauty all around you, because Mother Earth provides us with so much beauty. And in a few minutes, we're going to take a break and blog talk. And we will take some call-ins at 347-989-8446. And for those who are listening for the first time, I'm a multidimensional healer. And what does that mean? That means that when I do a healing on you or a child or on a couple, I'm not doing just only past lives, reincarnations. I'm also doing present life, all the way back from your very first breath in your current body. We're talking about releasing and healing all generational, all ancestral healing and patterns and behaviors. You know, so many times people will go to the doctors for their checkup, and the doctor might say something like, and I'm just going to give you an example, okay? Might say, you know, we should keep an eye on your blood pressure because both your parents had high blood pressure and it runs in your family. Well, in that moment, you have a choice. You can decide, oh, okay, I better watch my high blood pressure because I'm going to get it. Or you can make the choice and the decision, no, just because my family had it doesn't mean that I have to have it. And that's what I'm talking about when I say ancestral generational healing release all together as a combo, because you don't need to have that high blood pressure just because your parents did. We are all learning that we all have the power to control our health, our bodies, and our minds, and our mental states. So I'm just going to take a drink here. You know, and there's lots of times when we struggle for letting go of control. There was a time in my life when I wanted to control everything, and it wasn't because I wanted it my way. It was because of fear for me. And usually when people want to control another person, it has to do with fear anyway. And everybody has their own level of what that fear would be. And everybody comes from a different upbringing, so that would apply. It would apply individually. The other things that I do is I do couples healings. So like if I was Skyping with a couple, I would have them sit on a couch or in chairs next to each other. And first I would talk to them each privately, and then to find out what the issue is, what the struggle is that they're having, and then bring them back together without exposing what they shared to the other partner, keeping that confidentiality, and then releasing the resistance, the interference, and then reweaving them back together. And I've had great success with that. I also do land clearings and blessings. I also do water blessings. Actually, let's do one right now. That would be kind of fun, since we have an extra minute here. Okay, so I'm requesting my pail and my brush, and I have it now. And just because I'm doing the sign of the cross has nothing to do with religion. And I know that if you allow yourself to be open and receptive, that you will feel that. Control. Well, you know, there's lots of breathing exercises you can do. You know what's a really great book? Excuse me. What's a really great book to read, which would also help with that, is called Sacred Choices by Crystal Nanny. And what she teaches you, well, helps to teach you in her book, is how to break those patterns of programming. Because how many times do family members try to with the guilt trips? Let's say it's a holiday event coming up. Well, we are coming up. We're coming up on Thanksgiving. Let's use that as an example. Let's say you're a person who, when you get together on Thanksgiving, and we're just using that as an example, or a holiday if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, and you've been doing it your whole life since you were a little child. Let's say there's two relatives that show up that when they happen to have too much to drink, things can get a little nasty, words can come flying out, and the tension can become very thick, and the energy of the joy of gathering can just get blocked. And then all of a sudden everybody's serious, everybody's on eggshells. So that's a form of control when your parent or a relative says, you have to come. Well, you've been coming here all your life. It's tradition. It doesn't matter what happens. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. You have to come. Well, that's a form of control, and it's also a form of family, ancestral, generational programming. So let's say you decided to stand in your power, and you decided to love yourself and not go. Because every time you went, for years and years and years, even when you were little, you could remember how that knot would get in your stomach and how it made you feel uncomfortable. So you can take your power back and not go. So we're going to take a quick break because I ran over really quick and call into Blog Talk. We'll be right back. Get your water and we'll do the blessings. Good morning, Blog Talk listeners, and welcome. And for those who are in Blog Live and later in the archives, You can always go to Google Plus or YouTube and catch the Healing Circle number 38 from the beginning. We're talking about control and how we allow others to control us, or we struggle to try and control another human being, ourselves, or another person. Oh, here's my cloth. All right. So let's do the water blessing. If you have a water bottle, please take the cap off. Thank you. And I'm going to place my hands over their water now. And it's ready. So you can take a drink. And we like call-ins at 347-989-8446. Now, I know I had advertised that we had a guest today, Peter the Healer, but he was having some computer problems and he wasn't able to join us. And that's okay, because we'll have him on another time when he can get those computers worked out. Anyway, I just want to mention that I had a great class last week in New Jersey. Actually, 2 great classes, and I did a bunch of private healings, and it went so perfectly well that when I go back on November 8th to do my group healing and 2 journeys, I've been asked to teach sacred space and self-protection on Saturday, November 7th, Bologna, and I do not have a time for that, but I will later. I also was asked at Gaia's Gifts to return for November 6th, which is a Friday, and they want me to do my Be the I Am That You Were Meant to Be workshop there, which is a workshop for people who are really ready to let go of their, open up and step into their gifts. I mean, this will take you from the 4 or 5D level of awareness into a much higher level of awareness and ability and gifts. So, and I also will be doing that again on the Spiritual Guidance Network. And the spiritualbistro.com is a great place to connect with lots of spiritual experts. You can join for free, and then you can join, because it's a sister site over to the Spiritual Guidance Network, and lots of us experts on there have some chat groups going on, and we are open for people to share their experiences, their questions, and we have these great conversations going back and forth, and we all have lots of classes listed, and we're going to have some great products that will be listed for the holidays. Anyway, I just wanted to mention that. And I'm sorry that I do not have myself more prepared for the list of the classes that I will be doing on the Spiritual Guidance Network that are coming up, and that was only because my show was pre-planned differently today, but I will have all that information today. In fact, this afternoon I am working on the flyer for the Friday night class in Washington, New Jersey at Gaia's Gifts. Ellen, go in and see Ellen if you live in the area, because you will really like her, and her husband Greg and her daughter Samantha. She does some amazing body work and cranial sacral work. She worked on me when I went to the Healers for Healers up in New York State, and that was pretty awesome. Anyway, control. How many times do we try to control another human being, or does a human being try to control us? Whether it's a friend, it's a family, a coworker, or a lover. And that all comes from fear. And the bottom line is you can kick and scream and go into all the fear you want, but the outcome is going to be whatever that other person decides to do. Now, if they're a person who is having lack of self-worth and self-acceptance and love, then they're going to allow themselves to be controlled. And if they're a person who works on self-acceptance, self-love, and self-worth, they're not going to attract or allow anybody into their lives that will control them. Now, the reason why I had some controlling experiences this past weekend, and I know that the divine will test us all. And, you think you've mastered something, and then the divine will throw you a test to see how you do. Do you pass it? Where is your inner power? Where is your inner strength? And for me personally, when I recently had these experiences, I got slightly frustrated for a brief moment, but not in an expressive way, in an internal way. And I said, okay, I see this as a test. I'm seeing that this is a lesson here for me. And I know I'm being tested to see where I am on my boundaries, and I passed. So I'm really proud of myself for that. I welcome the tests because they show me and teach me where I'm at on my personal healing level. So how are some things that you can work on to release control? Well, we just did a meditation at the beginning of the show that you can listen, you can watch and participate on Google Plus or YouTube for releasing the resistances, needing and having to control, because they're all fear-based. And people become control freaks for various reasons. I've noticed in my experience, only because I can use my own personal experiences with people, is that throughout my life, I've had a lot of experiences with alcoholics in my life. And what I've noticed is that even if they're a person, let's say they're a person who goes to AA. Say maybe they're a person who's gone to AA for 5 years, 2 years, 10 years, 20 years, okay? If they're not really working their baggage that got them to be alcoholics in the first place, and remember, you asked for this experience so that you could really learn your worth, then they're still going to actively have those control issues and the dysfunctional pattern behaviors, which would be the same for people when it comes to controlling with gambling or trying to control someone's love. Years ago, my eldest daughter wanted to break up with a high school boyfriend. And every time she tried to break up with him, he would say to her, if you break up with me, I'm going to slit my wrists and I'm going to kill myself. So she was afraid to break up with him. So finally, I heard through the grapevine that this was going on. So I sat her down privately and said to her, first of all, if you want to break up with your boyfriend because you're not happy and feeling fulfilled in your relationship, then you have every right to do that. If this person is threatening to harm themselves, that is a manipulation. That is a controlling manipulation coming from that person because they're in fear and they don't want to lose you for whatever reasons that created their original fear button. My daughter didn't create that button. She just happened to start dating them and this person and pushed that button when she said, I'm done with the relationship. So I told her, I said, you have a choice. You can honor yourself. You can take control of your life by setting your boundaries and saying, no, I'm going to love myself enough and end this relationship because it is not healthy for me. And if this person chooses to end their life, which I pray and hope that they do not, that is not your burden and responsibility to carry. And she was mature enough and able to hear me and understand, and she was able to break up with that person. So I shared this experience because lots of times people, especially women, and I don't mean to take this away from men. But a lot of times women will stay in dysfunctional relationships, partnerships, because they do not feel worthy to get out, or maybe because they have children with this person and they think that by staying with this abusive person that it's going to be better for the children. Well, I'm here to tell you it's not. Here's an example. I came from an extremely dysfunctional family, which I chose. And I can remember saying to my mom as a teenager, Mom, why don't you just divorce Dad? Why don't you just divorce him? And her response to me was, no, you need to be raised with two parents in the house. But she was not in a healthy place, my mother, to be able to step back and say, you know, it would probably be healthier for me and my daughter if I removed the abuse. But that generation, and some of the people in my generation have stuck by and stayed married as a result of their children. And for some people, that's okay, because then when the youngest child is an adult, then you can take your power back, hopefully, and get out of that dysfunction. Some people will stay in it until their partner passes away. And, I find that sad because they're blocking themselves from really living and carrying on and fulfilling their soul's mission. Sometimes we can't control a dis-ease. I think we can, but some people believe that we can't. I believe we can because I believe that we have control over our health. I believe that we can heal anything if we have the faith and the trust and belief. And we love call-ins at 347-989-8446. So anyway, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this show up early because I'm still pretty tired from my trip. And I think I've really covered a lot that we can talk about regarding control. Every time you get to that place where you want to control another human being or control an outcome, stop, take a breath, and say, okay, is it really healthy for me to try to control this situation? What will happen if I try the situation? What could the possibility be of the outcome? Am I trying to control this situation or outcome because I'm afraid? What am I afraid of? Am I afraid of being abandoned? Am I afraid of being neglected? Am I afraid of abuse? Like, there's all these things that you can run through your head. And then once you hit upon which topic it is, then, breathe in your power, take back your power, and remember, the divine has control over the outcome. Human beings only have control over their physical bodies and their words and thoughts. So we will see you again here next Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And remember that you are powerful in love. And in 2 weeks, on November 6th, I'm doing my Be the I Am That You Were Meant to Be at Gaia's Gifts in Washington, New Jersey. That flyer is going to be up soon. I was just recently asked if I would come and do that class at Ellen's store. You'll love Ellen. If you live in the area of Gaia's Gifts in Washington, New Jersey, please check her out. Saturday, I'm going to be in Colonia at someone's house, and that is not, a time is not set with that. And I'm going to be doing Sacred Space and Protection. And then on Sunday, November 8th, I will be at the Wellness Center in New Brunswick. and I will be doing a group healing in 2 journeys. So, in the meantime, remember, there's a lot of planetary shifting and stuff and purging going on. Remember, there's a lot of internal deep purging that needs to go on with your personal relationship with yourself. If you take some quiet time and go within, do some prayers, do some chanting, whatever works for you, and then try and work on stilling your mind. If thoughts pop in, just push them out to the side. It takes practice to quiet your mind. Have love and patience for yourself. Until next Thursday, joining me. God bless you. Namaste. Aho.